right, so here's the video for worksheet 3-4 for the class Discovering Pre-Algebra Part 2. So you know the drill. Go ahead and grade your paper, and in a minute I'll show you how to do it. So pause so that when you come back, we will be at the same place. All right, so let me zoom in on this so that we can see it better. All right, so I know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So that's my unit conversion to turn these feet into inches. So inches is what I want to know. I'm going to put that on top in my conversion so that when I do my proportion, the feet have to go on the bottom and my X is on the top. Just makes life easier. Opposite operation of being divided by 22 is to multiply by 26. Sorry, not 22. All right, so 26 times 12, well, that happens to equal 312 over 1, which is 312 inches. All right, 4 quarts equal 1 gallon. Gallon is what I'm looking for, so I'm going to put 1 gallon on the top, 4 quarts on the bottom, and that is going to be in proportion with our 24 quarts and our X amount of gallons. All right, so 24 is dividing our X, so I'm going to multiply it on both sides, okay? So 24 over 1 is 24, 1 over 1 times 4 is 4, these cancel, equaling X, 4 goes into 24 6 times. Believe this one is 3, but let's go check out the conversions of teaspoons to fluid ounces. All right, 1 fluid ounce, that's a British conversion. Let's go up to our imperial conversions. So 1 tablespoon is 3. Okay, so 2 tablespoons. So we got to use a couple of conversions here. We're going to have to use 1 tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons. And we're going to have to use 2 tablespoons equals 1 fluid ounce. All right, so let's do this. Oh no, it's in teaspoons. So our first one is we got to turn these teaspoons into tablespoons. So I want to know how many tablespoons that is. So I'm going to put my tablespoons on top, my teaspoons on the bottom. And I have 30 teaspoons equals X tablespoons. So to get that 30 out of the bottom, I'm going to have to multiply on both sides. All right, that's going to give me 30 over 3 equals X. 3 goes into 30 10 times. So I know right off the bat that that is how many tablespoons I have. Okay, so that's 10 tablespoons. Now I got to figure out how many ounces that is. Okay, so I need to know ounces, so I'm going to put 1 ounce, 1 fluid ounce. It's very important that you know it's fluid, is 2 tablespoons. And that equals 10 tablespoons, and I don't know how many fluid ounces. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 10. Cancel, put that over 1. 10 times 1 is 10. 1 times 2 is 2, and that's going to equal X. So 5 fluid ounces. This one I'm going to use King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. All right, so I have mm, which is milli. That's what I want. This is what I want. And I have 0.08 kilometers. So I have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So move 6 places to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm adding 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros on the end of my 8. I might actually have too many here. Sometimes I get cross-eyed with zeros. Let's do it again. 0.08, and I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I drew One too many zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's 4 there. I keep counting 5 for some reason. All right, so 80,000 millimeters. All right, so I know that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. And I want to know inches, so I'm going to put my inch on the top. And I know that I have 30 centimeters. How many inches is that? Okay, now you might have rounded your conversion slightly, the 2.54, and if you did, you probably got closer to 12. You probably got 12, okay, because it's almost exact 30 centimeters to 12 inches or a foot. So when I put rounded, that's because if you rounded to a particular way, and I even rounded, just not as much as others might have, you would have gotten a slightly different answer. So this would have ended up at 30 over 2.54 equals x. And when I do that division, I actually get a bigger number than 11.8. So give me 1 second, and I'll tell you. It's not a bigger number, but it's a bigger decimal. It's actually a smaller number. Yeah, it's, oh no, that is actually bigger. It's 11.81 da 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 into the infinity verse. So I just rounded it to 11.8. 5,280 feet equal 1 mile. Okay, and I want to know feet, so I'm going to put that big old number on the top, and I'm going to put 1 mile on the bottom. All right, and that's going to equal the 4.5 miles that I have, and I need to figure out how many feet. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4.5. Now you shouldn't have had a rounding error in this one. You should have multiplied 4.5. I said that, you know, you could keep your decimals to the tens place if you're not using a calculator, just because of time. I don't want you spending hours on these worksheets, okay? But you should be able to do that. All right, so how many grams to ounces? Now, I know one conversion, but I think you guys are using the other one in this class. I have 2 classes. One's more geared towards people who want to be a nurse when they grow up. So I use different ones. These are the standards. So I need a gram to an ounce. Looking at weight. Oh, there we go. 1 is 28.349. And usually in 28.349, usually we use just 28 when in like nursing school and everything. But for this one, we're going to use the full conversion. Okay, so that's grams. I want to know grams, so I'm going to put that on top. 28.349 grams equals 1 ounce. Okay. There's something wrong with this one. Let's go back up and confirm that 28 grams, right? 28 grams equals 1 ounce. I can tell you that this answer, I did it backwards. I did 28 ounces equals 1 gram, okay? But that's okay. We can fix it. Or maybe I put, I thought that I had grams. I might have done that. I might have said, oh, 38 grams. You know, sometimes I do stuff like that. Sometimes I get a little wonky with my numbering of what I see. All right, yeah, this one should have actually been 1,020, and I'm going to round that up to a 0.6. So that's how many grams that should have been. If you had done 28, your answer would have been 1,008. All right, so pints to a liter. So we need another bridge conversion. So let's go up, get another bridge conversion. This one's capacity. So we need a capacity conversion of pints to liters. and we see it's 0.473. So you might have used 0.5, and I would have allowed that. I said you could round these to the tens place if and only if you're not using a calculator. All right, so our conversion is that 1 pint, oh, I want to put liters on the top, so never mind. 0.473 liters over 1 pint is equal to x over 5.25 pints. Got to multiply both sides by 5.25. So 5.25 times 0.473 is going to give me this big number. Now, if you wanted to round it to 2.5 liters, you could. I would have taken that. If you rounded your conversion to 0.5, then 2.25 times 0.5 would have been 2.625 as an answer. Okay? While hiking a trail that is 7 miles long, you see a sign that says distance you've traveled is 10,000 feet. How many feet still remained on the hike? So I need to turn 7 miles into feet. So I know that there's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. And I got to set that proportion equal to 7 miles. And I don't know how many total feet that's going to be. But I do know that this 7 is dividing the x. So I need to multiply it on both sides. That's going to cancel, leaving me just with x. 7 times 5,280 is going to be 36,960 feet. Now I've already traveled 10, so the next step is going to be to subtract 10,000 feet from this. And when I do that, I'm going to get 26,900 feet. Mount Everest on the border of Nepal is 8,848 meters tall, when Chimborazo on the equator is 6,310 meters tall. What is the difference of elevation between the two mountains in feet? And I kind of put this over here because the smartest way of going about it, though you didn't have to go about it this way, you could have converted both things, and that would be just as smart. Honestly, it would actually be a fairer conversion. You could have converted both of those to feet, then subtracted them. But I decided to subtract them first and get 2,538 meters. I know that it's 3 point something, 3.28, let's go look. 3.28 feet in 1 meter. So 3.28 feet in 1 meter. So that's my first ratio. And I got to set it equal to the meters that I have, 2,538 meters over x. To get x by itself, I got to multiply both sides by that 2,538. All right, cancel. So 2,538 times 3.28 equals so this many feet, 8,324.64. John rode 2 kilometers on his bike. Sally, his sister, rode 3,000 meters on her bike. Who rode the farthest and how much farther did they go? All right, so first I need to get them both in the same thing. So Sally rode 3,000 meters. Let's turn that into a kilometer. So I have to move 3 to the left. So 1, 2, 3. She rode 3 kilometers. Now I have comparables. So Sally obviously was bigger, and she's only more by 1 kilometer. And it said answer in kilometers, so it's a good thing I did it that way. All right, that's this worksheet. Keep doing it till you feel comfortable with it. I'll see you in class where we'll do some more.